intervention crafted by bureaucratic malcontents. Adam Schiff lied repeatedly about whether the so-called whistleblower who had approached him had been coached to come forward or whether he had met with them. We now know in retrospect that he did. We also know, based on a report by the Inspector General of the Department of Justice, that Senator Adam Schiff and his sidekick, Eric Swalwell, who's just been busted for mortgage fraud, at least publicly, repeatedly leaked classified documents in order to frame Donald Trump, to put him in a negative light. That is, of course, against the law, but neither
all the
one
guy
of them
wants to do is make America great again.
The Vindman brothers are different. I
they want to
think
kill him.
essentially fabricated their claims. The Senate ultimately acquitted the president because the allegations by these twin brothers were essentially incoherent. But they now are part and parcel of the new seditious six operation. Former CIA operatives, or those tied to them, have stepped forward to urge our men and women in uniform, those in our armed services, to ignore orders by the Commander-in-Chief if such orders are illegal or unconstitutional, yet they have been unable
that's their best player.
to identify any such orders. This is led by Senator
He has to get off for them to do anything they have.
Arizona has the support of the Vindman brother who's in the Congress. I find it troubling that Slatkin is a former CIA operative who worked for John Brennan, and then only 2 weeks before a National Guardsman was shot and killed in Washington, D.C., she predicted this would happen. So
always watch your man, don't fall asleep. See? He thought I was asleep, that was mine. That shit out here, nigga, I never sleep, nigga. I'm never sleep, nigga. Hold that, nigga. Never sleep.
Meanwhile, after a federal grand jury declined to indict Letitia James, the New York Attorney General, and much controversy about that because it was a documents case. Lindsay Halligan, who had been appointed the interim U.S. attorney in the Eastern District of Virginia, where James was charged, went before a grand jury, and the media excoriated her, said that she was inexperienced, said that she was a beauty queen because she was quite attractive, described her as, quote-unquote, an insurance lawyer, when in fact she was a partner in a major
find your man.
Law firm where she oversaw their entire civil division, and she was an expert specifically on mortgage law and real estate law. She went before the grand jury and was able to secure an indictment, yet a prosecutor designated by the Department of Justice failed to do so. As my guest, Sam Antar, said on my show, this is a documents case. This is not a
I have a slow reaction to get up.
Letitia James made sworn statements under oath that contradict the truth and contradict each other, or she did not. Anyone who goes to whitecollarfraud.com can see the actual documents themselves. So, in the wake of that,
come on.
The question as to whether Adam Schiff will be prosecuted in Maryland.
That person, you gotta jump. Whoever been screening me late.
On publicly available documents that anyone with a laptop and half a brain can get, he clearly lied about his principal residence and gets an advantageous tax break, an advantageous mortgage rate, advantageous insurance rate by doing so. If his principal legal residence is in Maryland, as he says,
that's
eligible to run for office in California. Although he does keep a small apartment in Burbank, which is what you can say for his compatriot Eric Swalwell, who has no residence at all in California, which is clearly required under California law. But rather than worry about his congressional seat, Eric Swalwell is now running for governor in a state he doesn't live in. It leads to the broader question that those who support Donald Trump and love him ask me every single day. Will those who openly plotted and broke the law and violated the Constitution in an effort to get Trump, keep him off the ballot, destroy his chances for the greatest comeback in American history? We're talking about Barack Obama, Joe Biden, CIA Director John Brennan, FBI FBI Director James Comey, National Security Advisor Susan Rice, Senator Adam Schiff, Special Counsel Robert Mueller, former federal prosecutor Andrew Weissman, the Vindman brothers. Will these people be held accountable? Will justice be served in their cases? Or will the Justice Department not do that? I think the American people want to see justice. This isn't about revenge and retaliation. That's the Democrats' talking points. They're the ones who weaponize the criminal justice system. I take it from me, and I had a ringside seat in that. But the question people are now asking is, Pam Bondi going to bring charges against the individuals? I pray that the answer is yes. We were heartened when Fox reported recently, days ago, that subpoenas had gone out to Peter Strzok and Lisa Page, the FBI lovers, as well as former CIA Director John Brennan. Yet we have no reports of grand jury proceedings, and we don't know whether justice will be done.
That's that defense, nigga. One-on-one.
Very hard for Republicans to rally the base for the 2026 election because the American people have been promised justice and accountability. And what was the greatest single dirty trick and abuse of power in American political history? We shall see. I'm Roger Stone. You're listening to The Stone Zone. Wherever you do, don't touch that dial or continue to listen to us online because we'll be right back. This is The Stone Zone with Roger Stone.
All the way.
The Stone Zone.
Insurance for your portfolio, including your retirement accounts? Most people have insurance for their home, car, and health, but leave their portfolios exposed to market swings. Do you worry about your retirement portfolio? Goldline has been helping Americans protect their wealth since 1960. They're owned by a publicly traded company, giving clients added transparency and reliability. You'll get free insured delivery and competitive pricing on a wide selection of gold and silver products. Goldline is offering an exclusive promotion for my listeners only. Please call 1-800-757-GOLD and mention Joe.
Get that. Let's go, Chef.
Call 1-800-757-GOLD.
I'm open.
757-4653. If you reach them after hours,
Oh, Chef.
and they will get back to you as soon as they can. To find out more about Goldline, visit goldline.com. But I urge you to call now. This holiday season, some children will wake up to quiet homes and nothing under the tree. Since 1947, the Marines and volunteers for Toys for Tots have delivered more than 700 million toys, bringing joy, dignity, and hope to children in need across America. Your gift of a new, unwrapped toy or a donation online reminds every child they are seen, valued, and loved. Because every child deserves a little Christmas. Visit toysfortots.org to give today. Every year, over 1 million older adults end up in the hospital from falls and injuries. And for decades, they told us the solution is simple: more calcium and vitamin D. But those supplements don't help bone health like they say. And too much calcium can even create other problems. The good news is, there's a nutrient hiding in plain sight that helps rebuild bone density and stop bone loss. Blow your doctor away with your next DEXA scan results. Just go to getnativepad.com/BOW and get up to 45% off today. GETNATIVEPATH.com/BOW.
Come on, AI, man. Can't be off your man like that. Come on.
When equipment breaks down and operations come to a halt, every single second counts. So why is your maintenance team spending 60% of their time doing anything but turning wrenches? MaintainX is the AI-powered maintenance and asset management system that helps your team get back to actually fixing breakdowns. No more searching for manuals, no more hunting down parts, no more drowning in paperwork. With MaintainX, your team can access manuals from anywhere, create new procedures in minutes, and turn voice notes into clear and complete work order feedback. What used to take hours now only takes minutes. Keep your operations moving, not your paperwork. Join over 11,000 maintenance
Slowed me down. I
teams that
tried
are
to
already
get that.
fixing more and filing less.
Get there.
Try MaintainX for free today. Go to maintainx.com/AI. That's maintain and the letter x.com/AI.
This is 77 WAB.
Extra. The holiday shopping rush is on, and of course that means porch pirates will have more packages to steal. New Jersey Congressman Josh.
Yeah, right. Everybody was going in there. Fuck out of here. Good shit. That's my fault. That was my fault. I should have waited for you to pass him a little more.
Only the U.S. mail handled by the United States Postal Service is federally protected. So stealing a USPS package has particularly harsh penalties.
Let me get that.
Packages delivered by UPS or Amazon, FedEx, or DHL don't have.
He wants to make it a crime to steal any package with fines up to $250,000, 10 years in prison. Cops, though, say there's a lot you can do to make sure you're not a porch pirate victim this shopping season.
So what I always say is between cameras, lights, and just making sure that it's in an open area that everyone can see, those are the easiest, most low-hanging fruit of how to make your home a little less targeted.
Noah Layton, WABC News.
Tough. That AI was running with me.
Now directed the Justice Department and the FBI's Joint Terrorism Task Force to step up investigations into Antifa and other far-left extremist groups, following President Trump's move to formally designate Antifa as a terrorist organization both inside the United States and overseas. These are not peaceful protesters. These are people who sow mayhem, violence, destruction of public and private property, and death. A memo issued by Biden instructs federal prosecutors to dig into possible domestic terrorism offenses, including tax-related crimes, and to re-examine existing case files for intelligence already in his hands. I really thought that the president should have taken more forceful action in 2020.
Shoot that shit quick, man.
BLM burned down a full quarter of the country, doing millions of dollars of damage to public and private property, injuring thousands and killing a number of Americans. I think that was a test. The president ultimately decided to let the governors decide whether they would mobilize the National Guard. And governors like Tim Walz did not do so.
Let's go, Chef.
I think that was in some ways a test by the left to see how Trump would respond. Now you see Trump on what I have to call a wartime footing. He understands the danger of Antifa and others that who are well-funded who sow mayhem, and he has not hesitated to mobilize the National Guard when the situation gets out of control, such as Washington, D.C., which is down 40%, or Portland. The left is pushing back in places like Chicago, where J.B. Pritzker and Mayor Brandon Johnson will not let the Chicago
stupid nigga.
come to the aid
what happens when
of those who are threatened. Those ICE.
That's what happens when niggas got defense. That's a steal, nigga.
So this is very welcome news. I think we're going to find when it's all over that many of these activities of violence and color revolution and other anti-Trump activities funding with your tax dollars out of USAID. I think Elon Musk deserves enormous credit for identifying this.
Let's go, Chef.
Pam Bondi now claiming correctly that Antifa adherents use violence and intimidation to advance a radical political goal from open borders and anti-police activism to anti-Christianity and other anti-American ideology.
Fucker.
So the president has tasked the vice president, J.D. Vance, as well as his deputy White House Chief of Staff for Policy, Stephen Miller, and the FBI into examining all of these terrorist links and cutting off the money to those threatening America. This is music to my ears. I think the president has pledged to be a law and order president, and now he must do so. This will be much more difficult than many people think. They are very, very deeply embedded out millions of dollars. If you examine the Mamdani campaign, for example, how it was funded, not by grassroots small donors, but by an interlocking collection of nonprofits, 501c3s, 501c4s, political parties, all controlled by those on the far left, shifting money back and forth illegally. You see what we're up against in terms of the funding by the left to their efforts to undermine the duly elected president of the United States. That would be Donald J. Trump. All right, we have to leave it there. I want to thank you for joining us today in the Stone Zone right here on the Red Apple Audio Network. And until tomorrow, God bless you and Godspeed.
This is New York's talk leader, the crown jewel of talk radio. WABC New York, WRCR Havershaw, 107.1 WLIR Hampton Bays. News first at 59 past the hour. 77 WABC News starts now.
77 WABC News, first to 59 past the hour. I'm Lisa G. Nassau County Executive Bruce Blakeman is expected to enter the New York governor's race as early as Tuesday. The Republican will be challenging Congresswoman Elise Stefanik in a primary after she announced she was running last month. President
I thought I had it like a mug.
On Monday and called them both great people. Both are looking to oust Democratic Governor Kathy Hochul next November. A deadly shooting in the Bronx breaks one of New York City's longest records without a homicide.
Right back. Yeah, right back. Damn.
On Sunday, cops responded to the stairwell of an apartment building in the Soundview section of the Bronx, and that's where they sadly discovered 38-year-old Gregory Stewart with a gunshot wound to the head. He died. A person of interest was taken into custody. And of course, his murder is a story in and of itself, but the New York City Police Department says between November 24th and December 7th, no homicides were recorded. And that's one of the city's longest such stretches without a murder. It tied the longest stretch without a homicide in Big Apple history. First set in
Yeah, he never seen defense like that, nigga. On you, boy.
A pre-trial hearing for accused CEO killer Luigi Mangione on Monday. His attorneys want evidence tossed from the trial because they claim Mangione's rights were violated during his arrest. There's a spike in flu cases in the tri-state area, triggering several hospitals to reinstate mask mandates. The New York State Department of Health has labeled the flu prevalent, confirming more than 14,000 cases the week ending November 29th, an 89% spike from the week prior. Meanwhile, New Jersey reported more than 2,000 cases through the end of November, close to 4 times the number the same time last year. And numbers are likely to go up even more since not everyone is getting tested. Facilities like Hackensack Meridian Health and RWJ Barnabas Health are asking visitors to mask up. Animal control in New Jersey searched the woods this weekend in one town for a fox that attacked a woman.
All the talk over the weekend in Montvale was about a woman who
That
has been
weak ass pick and roll.
last week. No one has seen the animal since.
I've spoken to animal control, and actually they've told me, I don't know if people know this,
Get that.
they told me that to bring them ground
Oh, get that, guy.
and it scares the animal away.
There have been at least 5 animal attacks since September in North Jersey, including a bear attack in Vernon, 2 coyote attacks in Saddle River, a fox attack in Caroline, and a coyote attack in Woodcliff Lake. PBC News.
Business file, many say prices are still too high. Here's WABC business reporter Joe Connolly.
Shit out of here, nigga.
President Trump's top advisors are asking him to talk more about high prices.
Swing it, swing it.
And they're showing him social media posts.
Yeah, good shot. Bench is open, though. Good shot, though.
According to the Wall Street Journal. But the journal says spending continues. Consumer confidence had risen, but then fell again with the large layoffs at many companies. Consumer confidence is much higher than Democrats or independents. Joe Connolly, 77 WABC News.
This holiday season, help the 77 WABC radio
banks.
those in need. Go to WABCFoundationCares.com. Join 77 WABC, AARP, New York.
All I know is I know I let it go correctly, so.
And D'Agostino supermarkets and Nationwide Imaging Services as we deliver holiday meals to more than 5,000 families across the city. Giving back to those in need. Go to WABCFoundationCares.com.
I don't know. I mean, that was it.
December 20th.
No, this is the thing. This is the thing I'm saying. Like, that was actually good defense. Because I do that sometimes. No, that was Chef. That spin around, I usually do that, but you got to jump at the end. Because that makes them raise up.
It's Mr. Christmas, Vinny Meduno, live in concert. That's HomeForTheholidays2025.com. From the 77 WABC Weather Center for the evening.
Let's go.
Clouds then clearing, low 20, but the wind chills will make you feel colder. Tuesday, cloudy, high 37. I'm Lisa G, the news
You know his shot.
WABCRadio.com.
Oh, somebody's open.
On 77 WABC. Hey, Bill O'Reilly here, the program Common Sense, the radio station WABC. Less than a month before Mayor Mamdani takes over as I predicted.
I know how to finish my budget.
Will move into Gracie Mansion.
Contact or not,
On the
I'm about to
upper
finish.
east side of Manhattan. Nice place. You know, the communist
Exactly, that's what we wanted anyway, nigga.
In China, Cuba, Vietnam, they all live in great places, these guys. So why should man
Let's go.
any different, right? So he's stirring it up already after meeting with Donald Trump. They kind of toned it down there. But now he says, hey,
No, he better not make that.
I'm going to decide.
What we doing? Yeah, that's what we doing. Finish that.
And I want everybody else to do it too.
Oh.
What will it take?
ICE is legally allowed to lie, but you have the right to remain silent. If you're being detained, you may always ask.
Give me that.
You are legally allowed to lie.
Oh, bitch. That thing out your hands.
Okay. So Mamdani's going to get himself into big trouble, and along with him, us. Because President Trump's not going to put up with this. Is he going to stop federal grants coming into New York City? And I mean, you don't have to do this, Mamdani. You should be asking
Good deal,
for
AI.
fighting for justice. That's what you should be doing. Not being a 12-year-old. Foaming your nose at the most powerful man in the world. That's not smart. In addition, we have the homeless encampments. Do you guys realize that so far this year, 3,676 homeless encampments have been visited by police in New York City? 3,676. About 2,000 were cleaned out. And these are drug addicts that go someplace else. And when I say drug addicts, that's who's there. Yeah, there are a few mentally ill people. There's no homeless moms and kids in these camps because there are enough shelters in New York City to house them. These are drug addicts. You don't want to go into the shelter because you can't use narcotics in the shelter. You all understanding this?
Kill him, Chef.
So Mamdani is now saying,
Fuck off the court, nigga.
I'm not knocking.
Fuck off the court. Rec squad shit, nigga.
That's cruel. I'm gonna let him stop.
I don't know, got a foul.
You're gonna let him stop, okay? So that's nearly 4,000 illegal, because it is, encampments in public places.
Rec squad shit, nigga.
It's gonna be openly used, sold. Desperate people are not gonna get any help. They're gonna do what they do. Neighborhoods are gonna be blighted. All right, you get a house, right? You're in New York City. There's some serious money for the house. All of a sudden, you look out your front window. There's 40 drug addicts in your front yard. Is that good? That sound like a good policy to you? I think there's a bit of an intrusion. I'm not exaggerating.
That shit out of here.
Don't stop, babes.
Don't stop. Push yourself.
Got it.
That's how it grows up. Where the drugs are distributed, that's where the homeless people go to get the drugs. I mean, this is ridiculous. So this man, Dami, he continues to live in a world of his, when he's elected,